About one of the scariest cyber threats today, ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware that locks your file or even your whole device and then asks for money to unlock it. Basically, hackers kidnap your data and demand payment, usually in cryptocurrency. What's crazy is anyone can be a victim: hospitals, schools, companies, or regular people like you and me. And even if you pay the ransom, there is no guarantee you will get back your files. These attacks usually start with a phishing email, a fake link, or an infected file. Once it is installed, your screen freezes, your file gets encrypted, and a message pops up asking for money. For example, in 2017, the WannaCry ransomware attack hit over 230,000 computers in 150 plus countries. Hospitals, banks, and companies were forced to shut down, all because of one vulnerability. The only real protection is prevention. What to do? First, strong backup. Second, update your systems. Third, try to safe browsing. Do not click on unknown files, because when ransomware hits, it hits hard. Alright, let's move on to a cyber attack that doesn't steal your data. It shuts down your system. This one is called a DDoS attack, which stands for a distributed denial of service. Here is how it works. Hackers flood a website or server with so much fake traffic that it crashes. It's like millions of people trying to enter one door at the same time. Everything breaks. DDoS attack can take down online servers, gaming servers, banks, and even government websites. And the scary part, hackers often use infected devices from around the world, like phones, PCs, routers, to create what's called a botnet. So, even if you are not the target, your device could be used in the attack without you knowing. For example, in 2016, a massive DDoS attack hit Diane, a company that supports major websites. Because of that, websites like Twitter, Netflix, and others went down for hours. What to do? First, use DDoS protection tools. Second, set up a firewall or web application firewall. Third, monitor network traffic or unusual traffic. Fourth, limit requests per user. Fifth, use load balancing. And the last one, backup servers or failover system. Now let's talk about a sneaky cyber attack called man-in-the-middle. A cyber attack where someone secretly sits between you and the website or person you are communicating with to spy, steal, or modify data. So, let's think like this. You send a message to someone, but a hacker secretly listens, steals, or changes the message before it reaches the other person, and neither of you know. This usually happens on a public Wi-Fi, like in cafes, airports, hotels, or malls. Hackers create fake Wi-Fi networks or intercept the connection, and boom! They can read your passwords, emails, banking information, and private chats. Sometimes they don't just steal, they change information while it's being sent. And that's make man-in-the-middle attack super dangerous. For example, in 2015, hackers used man-in-the-middle attack on a public airport Wi-Fi to steal banking logins and email access from travelers. So, what should we do? How to stay safe? First, use VPN. Second, make sure websites that you are using are HTTPS. And third, avoid public Wi-Fi for banking or logins. And never connect to networks that don't look official. Now, this one is different because the danger doesn't always come from hackers outside. Sometimes that the threat is already inside the organization. An insider threat is a security risk that comes from someone within an organization, like an employee, contractor, or anyone with authorized access, who accidentally or intentionally cause harm to system, data, or network. This is what we call an insider threat. An insider threat could be an employee, a contractor, an ex-staff member, or anyone with access to system or data. There are two types of insider threat. One is malicious insiders, which people who intentionally steal, leak, or damage data. The another one is accidental insiders, people who make mistakes, like clicking a bad link or mishandling sensitive information. What makes insider threats dangerous is they already have access, so most security tools don't block them easily. For example, in August 2021, a Tesla employee was caught trying to leak confidential data to hacker for money. The important part is that the employee didn't go through with it and help law enforcement catch the hackers. So in many cases, insiders don't even mean harm. They just click the wrong things or misplace information. That's why companies use monitoring tools, access controls, awareness training, and least privilege policies to reduce damage. Even one careless click or angry employee can cost billions. Now let's talk about few methods that we can use it for mitigation or prevention. First, use least privilege access. Second, enable multi-factor authentication. Third, monitor user activities. Fourth, regular access reviews. Fifth, use data loss prevention tools. Sixth, employee training and awareness, which is important.